Hey guys, it's Olympus the Loomer here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Another day, another tutorial. In today's tutorial or video, I will be showing you guys how to make this Loomigurumi dog, which is designed by me, but this is a variation of Zimmy Loom's fox design. So I asked Zimmy if I could make a lot. I already said this in my otter and my cat tutorials, if I could make more of her stuff. And she said yes. So giving all the credits to Zimmy for the basic body pattern of this cute guy here, but all the other features are mine. So basic body pattern credit goes to Zimmy, and then the rest I just made my own twist so that it will look like a dog. And I actually designed this about a month ago, July 4 for the 4th of July, and right now is the 4th of August for me, and I completely have forgotten that I designed a dog. So thanks to my Loom sis, aka Saturn.looms on Instagram, for reminding me, and I'm doing this tutorial for you. So this is what we're going to be making today. I think it's super cute, a dog. And yeah, I really love this design. I think it's just super cute. I don't know. And it sits as well. So yeah, this cute dog is what we are going to be making today, or I will be making today. But if you want to join, you can make it too. Please make it. It's so cute. But anyways, without further ado, let's get started with the materials that we are going to be needing to make this cute guy over here. So the materials that you guys are gonna need to make this Loomigurumi dog are any type of hook. Today I'll be using my rainbow loom hook as usual. Also gonna need a C-clip or stitch marker and some bands as well. So today I'm just gonna be using one color, and it's this, and these are off-brand bands. So yeah, and band count will be in the description box below. But might as well just say it to you guys. This design just uses one pack of bands. While I was making this guy, I completely ran out of the bands. I only have a few bands left, and I wasn't able to do the tail. So I just wrapped all the bands that I have left and slip knot into the butt, and that counts as a 600. So 600 bands in this particular project, since a pack of rainbow loom bands has 600 bands. So yeah, and you're also gonna need safety eyes, beads, something for the eyes and the nose. So today I'll be using 3 of those in 2 sizes. So this small one is going to be for the nose here, and this is the 10mm safety eye. That's gonna be for the nose, but if you do not have safety eyes, you can use bands or beads as well. Then for these 2 big ones, these are the 12mm safety eyes. I'm going to be using them for my eyes here. So yeah, if you do not have safety eyes, again, you can use bands or beads as well. And lastly, you are also going to need some stuffing. So yeah, these are the materials that we guys are going to be needing. And without further ado, let's get started with making this Loomigurumi dog. So let's get started with the actual doggy. So first thing that we are going to make are just the arms and the legs, and obviously we are gonna need 4 of those, and I'm just going to show you guys how to do one. So you're gonna have to pause the video, rewind if you want to make 3 more. And I made 3 legs already last night, because I was already planning on filming this tutorial today. So yeah, again, I'm just going to show you guys how to make 1. So you have to pause, rewind to make yourself 3 more. That's going to be a total of 4 legs. So what we are going to do for our first row is a magic ring of 6 stitches. So if you do not know how to make a magic ring, I like to get your attention. Pay attention. So here we go. So grab your hook, and you grab 1 band, and you just want to put it onto your hook. Now grabbing this bottom part, you want to twist it going to the left, and with this twisted part you want to put it onto your hook, like so. Now you have 2 loops on your hook, the right one and the left one. You want to grab the left one and twist it one more time going to the left, and put this twisted side onto your hook. And now you have something that looks like this, and this is called a triple loop cap band. And after that, we are just going to grab one band, and we want to slide this cap band onto that band, like so, and reclaim the other end, which is this band, the one that's on your fingers. You want to put it onto your hook, and after that you should have something that looks like this. So what you're going to do now is you want to push this right one over this one on the left, like so, and then you want to go back to your cap band, your triple loop cap band. So triple loop cap band, that means 3 loops, and do the same thing. One band, slide onto the cap band only, not including this one. So cap band only, and reclaim the other end. And now you have 3 loops on your hook. Starting right now and onwards, we want to keep pushing these 2 right ones over the one on the left, like so. And let's just go back to our cap band and do the same thing over and over again until we have 6 stitches. So one band, slide through the cap band only, you have 3 loops, slide the 2 right ones over the one on the left. So again, one band, slide onto the cap band only, reclaim the other end, and stitch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 already. So I need to do 2 more for a total of 6. And these bands, you guys, are a bit hard to work with on my hook. I think you can kind of tell with how slow I am right now. But yeah. So let's take a pause for now and count how many stitches we have. So to count the stitches, those are the teardrop shapes. They look like teardrop shapes that are going on a circular motion. So let's count how many teardrop shapes we have that's going on a circular motion. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one on your hook counts as a stitch, so this is stitch number 6. So once you have 6 stitches already, you're just gonna grab your C-clip and put it to the band that's on your hook. And that's how you make a magic ring. If you didn't understand that part, you can rewind and slow down. Our next row is going to be a single and an increase. So single and an increase. So if you did not know what an increase is, it is putting 2 stitches instead of 1 in each stitch. So since we are going to start with a single, let's just go to our first stitch and do a single. Just 1. Our next stitch will be an increase, so let's just go to the second stitch. Grab 1 band, stitch like normal. Now instead of going to the next stitch, we want to go back to the same stitch since we need to do an increase in this stitch. And that's how you do an increase. Stitching 2 stitches in 1 stitch. And you can just do your single again. And your increase. So 2 stitches in this stitch. That's 1. Go back in. And do your other one. And single again. And increase onto the band with a C-clip on. After you are done single increasing around, you can just take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. So after that row, we should have a total of 9 stitches already. So let's count how many stitches we have. Again, they are the ones, the teardrop shaped ones that's going on a circular motion. And I'm sorry guys if my hands are like wet. I'm sweating a lot. So this is stitch number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and this band on your hook is stitch number 9. So for the next 2 rows, we are just going to do 1 in each, so single around, and we are going to end up with 9 stitches still. So I'm just going to do the 2 rows with you since they are very repetitive. Again, 1 in each stitch, no increasing, just 1. And after the rows, we are still gonna have, and we'll end up with 9 stitches. And yeah, so now I can talk. So today was a special day because this day we have to go to school to get our awards, and I'm an honor student, thank God. And yeah, I went to school to get my certificate and my medal. And yeah, I just graduated junior high school, so next year I'm going to be in senior high school, so additional 2 years. So yeah, our learning system in my school is K-12. All the schools in the Philippines and where I live are K-12. I do not know if yours is too, but that's ours. So yeah, but I don't honestly think that it's like important because it's just wasting 2 years. But I don't know, that's just my opinion, because like, you know, you can just proceed to like college once you are done with your high school. But since, you know, K-12, you have to you know, study for 2 more years. So yeah, but that's okay. So with all the talking, I did and finished my 2 rows. And again, what you're going to do now is, after you're done with your 2 rows, is go to your next stitch and grab 1 band. Oh well, right now you can just take your C-clip off. So just go to your next stitch, grab 1 band, and you want to pull it through everything and slip knot. And what we're going to do next is we want to go to the middle and grab 2 stitches from each side, and we connect them together by slip knotting. And then onto this corner as well. And if you're wondering why we are doing this, this is what we're going to be using for our attaching later. After you are done, I recommend putting it into a helping hook so that it doesn't unravel. And yeah, that's how you make the arms and the legs. Rewind if that wasn't understandable enough for you, and try to slow down the video if I was going too quick, and make yourself 3 other legs and come back to me when you are done. Okay, hi and welcome back. So now that you are back, I expect you already made your arms and the legs. So now let's proceed with doing our ears. And we need 2 ears. And I already made 1 off camera from last night, and I'm only gonna show you guys how to make 1 today. So again, you're gonna have to pause the video and rewind and make yourself 1 more. And please pay attention to me because the ears are done differently. They aren't done in like a magic ring kind of thing. So just listen to me. So what we are going to do first is we want to chain 2. So we want to chain 2. So how to do that? Just grab your 1 band first and twist it going to the left and put the twisted side on your hook. And after that, we want to grab 1 band and we just want to slide this cap band onto that band. Then we want to reclaim the other end onto our hook. So that's 1 chain already, and since we want to do 2 chains, we want to grab 1 band again, do the same thing, and reclaim the other end. So that's 2 chains already. So our cap band, our chain 1, and our chain 2. What we are going to do now, grab 1 band, and slide all the loops on your hook to that band, reclaim the other end, and push. Now you have something that looks like this. So what you're going to do is you want to push this right one over this one on the left. So we are going to do a stitch. Then you just want to go back. You want to go into that chain. Go in. Make sure your cap band is on a is forming a circle and not like a straight line. So you want to go in and stitch again. Like so. And we are done stitching on our first chain here. So our second chain will have 2 stitches, just like this first chain. So that's 2, this is 1 and 2. So go to your second chain and stitch 2. That's 1. Go back to the same chain and stitch 1 more time. Now let's go to our cap band, shall we? And in our cap band, we want to stitch 4. So let's stitch 4. So that's 1. Go back to your cap band, stitch again. That's 2. Go back to your cap band, stitch again. That's 3. Go back to your cap band and stitch 1 more time, and that's number 4. Then with the last 2 chains that we have, we are just going to do 2. So let's go to this chain first, the one that's near your cap band, and do 2. That's 1, and this is 2, and let's do 2 on our last chain as well. 1, go back, and that's 2. That's how you do the ears, guys. I hope that wasn't confusing. That's the start of our ears. If that was confusing for you, again, rewind and try to slow the video down. So here is where it gets repetitive. So what we are going to do is let's grab our C-clip or stitch marker first and put to the band that's on your hook. And for a total of 8 rows, we want to do a single row around. So we want to do 8 single rows around, and we are going to end up with 12 stitches after the rows. So let's count if we have 12 stitches first. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and the 12th one is on your hook. So yeah, we want to do 8 rows of single around, and that's going to look like this after you're done with your 8 rows. I'm going to do my first row with you, so you have to pause the video and do the rest of the rows on your own and come back to me when you're done. So let's just do our rows around normally. So 1 in each stitch, so that's 1 and 2. And if you guys are wondering why I have bands in front of me, and they are 8 bands, those bands represent 1 row. So what I do is I grab 1 band when I start the row and pick the rest of my bands, and when I'm done with the row, I pick another band from my plot in front, because again, they represent a row. So yeah, so you're just going to do your rows around doing single stitches, so just 1 in each. Yeah, and again, after every row, we are going to still have 12 stitches. I'm almost done with my first row. So yeah, after you are done with your row, you can just take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. So now let's do the 7 rows on our own off camera, and you guys should come back to me when you're done. So yeah. Hi, so I'm back and I've finished making my additional 7 rows, so that's a total of 8 rows already made for the ears. So once you are done too, you can just take your C-clip off, and now what you are going to do is go to the next stitch and grab one band and slip knot like so. And we want to go down one stitch, so this is our slip knot, this is one stitch, then go down again, so one stitch from your slip knot, and grab both sides, stitches from both sides, and slip knot, and again one stitch skip, then go to the next stitch and add your slip knot, and this is by the way for the attaching, then one last slip knot for this side here for the most for like the corners. And that is how you make the ears. I'm sorry guys for the background noises earlier. Yeah, every time I film, just the vehicles just come out of nowhere. So yeah, that's how you make the ears. So again, make yourself one more and come back to me when you are done, and we can start with the body. Hey guys, so just a quick recap of the things that we already made. We already made our arms and the legs, as well as our ears. And now that we are done with our ears and arms and legs, we can officially start with our body. So the first row of our body is a magic ring of 6 stitches, and I already showed you guys how to do a magic ring, so I'm just gonna go a bit quicker this time, you know, to save some filming time, and like so that this video isn't too long. And also, as you can see, I'm like a bit struggling with my bands right now. They honestly aren't like, they're not smooth to work with like the Rainbow Loom brand. I don't know. And I'm not gonna be buying off-brand bands anymore. Just I learned my lesson, you guys. Like, first of all, some of them are super hard to work with, and second of all, they do not last you long. So like, wasting money 101. So yeah, I'm trying to save some money first, not for Rainbow Loom, for something else. So Rainbow Loom's gonna wait for now, but I'll eventually buy some bands. So yeah. And after you're done with your magic ring of 6 stitches, let's count to make sure if we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab your C-clip and put it to the band that's on your hook. Our second row is going to be an increase around, so 2 stitches in each, so let's do that. And again, I already showed you guys how to do an increase, so I'm gonna go a bit quicker this time. But yeah, after this row 2, we are gonna have a total of 12 stitches. So yeah. My life has been pretty boring these days, so I don't really know what to say, what to talk about. Oh, I won Ginger's giveaway. Her sister chose me. Because like the judges for her contest are her little brother and her little sister, and like a random machine type of thing, and her sister picked me, so that's really nice. I posted 11 entries, I think, and the one that I won was my chicken, so I'm really happy that I won. Like, receiving a package from someone internationally, and like a Loomer friend, it's amazing. So I'm really excited for the package. So yeah, I'm really grateful that I won, and yeah, I'm so happy. I enjoyed it a lot too. So after you increase, you should have a total of 12 stitches. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Our next row is going to be stitch increase, and after this row we are gonna have 18 stitches. So let's do that. But yeah, really happy that I won, and this is my second time winning something that Ginger hosts. The first one was the winter loom game that she did for fun, and I won first place on that. It didn't have a prize since COVID was really big that time, so it was just for fun, but I enjoyed it still. And like my score was only 2 points less than the perfect score, and my first entry was the one that made it not get a perfect score, but that's okay. Nothing's perfect. So let me see, stitch increase, stitch increase. So yeah, and then so the perfect score is like 12, then 11, and 10. So my first entry got 10, then my second to fourth entry got 12, which is really surprising. So like I got the rest of the entries perfect, and I'm really happy, and I won first, so that's really nice. Yeah, I enjoy loom games a lot, just not the extra ones, like when you post something and you get extra points. I cannot keep up with that. No. So just like a normal loom game is fine with me. So yeah, so that's the giveaway. Is my second time winning from Ginger. I'm really happy because, like, you know, I'm from international, and her sending a package to me, it's special. So really grateful. So I'm done with doing my single increaser around, and I'll just take my C-clip off and put it to the band that's on my hook. So now we should have a total of 18 stitches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Our next row is going to be stitch, 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 increase. So 3 single and an increase. So let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, increase, and then do our single again. 1, 2, 3, increase, and 1, 2, 3, increase. And after this row, we are gonna have 22 stitches, so yeah. So let's just do 1, 2, 3, increase. So that's 1. And our last 2 stitches are going to be single only. 2, 3, and increase. And again, our last 2 stitches will just be a single. So we did 1, 2, 3 increase, and we're just gonna end up with 1 and 2, like singles. After that, you can just take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. So now we should have a total of 22 stitches. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So for the next 8 rows, we are going to do, yet again, single rows round. So we are going to do single rows around for a total of 8 rows. And we are not going to do any color changes, just the same like body color for a total of 8 rows. So I'm going to do the first row with you, so we have to pause the video and make the 7 rows on our own and come back when we are done. So yeah, and after every row we should have 22 still. That's 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, and I'm just gonna count my stitches so that I don't have to count again. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, this is 10. Wow, these bands are so hard to work with. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is number 12. Guys, these bands so hard to work with. Oh, okay. Oh, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm sorry if I'm being annoying right now. Sorry, my voice is annoying. Sorry. 20, 21, and 22. But yeah, I don't know why, like, what happened to my voice. I used to have like a very angelic voice, so good to hear, but look what happened now. It got ruined because of puberty, but that's okay. So I'm done with my first row, so I'm gonna have to say goodbye. So let's meet again in a bit. So let's just do our 7 rows, and let's meet again in 1 second. Hey guys, so I'm back and I did my additional 7 rows of single around for a total of 22 stitches. So that is a total of 8 stitches since I did one with you guys. So this is what you should have so far. So if you are done with your 8 rows around, you can just clip your C-clip to the next stitch, because we are now going to add our eyes and nose. So where to add the nose? Eyes and nose. We want to count 9 rows. So here's our magic ring, and these horizontal lines, count as a row. So 1 horizontal line, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is my 9th row, and this is where I'm going to put my first eye on the 9th row. And I want to count 4 stitches before I add my next eye. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and here is going to this is where my next eye is gonna go. And I'm just gonna count 2 stitches. So 1, 2, and 1, 2, and this one is where I'm going to add my nose. Like this. 1, 2, 1, 2. And yeah, that's how you and where you place your eyes. So if you guys are happy with the placement of your eyes and nose, you can just add the backings. So I think mine looks cute already. So I'm going to add my backings now. And yeah, don't worry, it doesn't look like a puppy right now, but it will eventually look like one, of course, once we add our ears. So after we attach or put our eyes, let's just continue with our row. So unclip your C-clip and put this band with the C-clip on onto your hook. Our next row is going to be 3 single and a decrease. If you do not know how to do a decrease, or if you do not know what a decrease is, it is stitching 2 stitches together. So let's just do our first 3 single. Let's just do 3 singles first. So that's 1, 2, and 3. Now we are going to do a decrease. So how I do a decrease is I grab the front loop of the first stitch, which I'm going to do a decrease on, and the back loop of the second stitch, which I'm going to decrease on, and I just stitch them together. And let's do our 3 singles again. So 1, 2, and 3. Decrease, and then after our 3 single, we are going to do a decrease. So front loop of the first stitch, back loop of the other, and decrease. And that's what we're going to be doing all the way around. So 3 single and a decrease. So that's 1, 2, 3, and decrease. And after this row, we are gonna have 18 stitches, and our last 2 stitches will be singles. So yeah, single, 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 and a decrease. And again, our last 2 stitches will be a single. So single and single. After that, you can just take your C-clip off and put it to the band that's on your hook. Our next row is going to be stitch decrease around, and after this row we are going to have 12 stitches, and we are also going to stuff our dog. So let's do stitch decrease, stitch decrease, stitch decrease, stitch decrease, all the way around. Stitch and decrease, stitch decrease, and stitch and decrease. Again, after this row we should have 12 stitches, and we are going to stuff as well. So let's count our stitches first before we stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's just put this band with the C-clip onto the body of our hook. Then we are just going to grab some of our stuffing and put our stuffing in. And again, you guys, as always, we do not want to overstuff our creation. We just add stuffing, the right amount of stuffing, so that it holds its shape really well. And yeah. So I think that's about it. So I'm done stuffing. Again, do not overstuff. And now I'm just going to, our next row and last row is going to be a decrease around. So we are going to decrease until we have no stitches left, and we are just going to tie off. Decrease, 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 oops, decrease, and decrease, and decrease. And after this row, we are just going to fasten off. decrease and decrease. So I'm on to my last decrease. So I'm just gonna take my C-clip off, and what I do is I, like stitch, decrease that first, then go to the next stitch, and mirroring, and I just slip knot, and I just stuck this tail inside, and that's how you do the body, you guys. If your stuffing are poking out, you can take them off. I had stuffing over here, but yeah, and you can kind of fix your head as well. Shape it the way you want it. And now let's add our parts. So let's add our ears first. For the ears, it's really easy. Let's just grab one ear first. So what we are going to do is we just put it onto the side, like that, and push. And wherever these slip knots land is where we are going to stitch it, like so. So wherever your slip knots go is where you're going to put your hook through and grab them and stitch them together. Really easy. After that, you're just going to grab this stitch here, the corner one, and you're just going to slip knot. Or if you have your own way of attaching, you can do that too. So, yeah. But that's just how I attach my ear. And for this slip knot here, you can just tuck that inside the ear. And as you can see, it is not staying in place, like it's sloppy or whatever. So what I do is I push it down, then I go to the side here, then grab a stitch from my body and my ear, and I slip knot one more time. And I just grab the slip knot inside the body. And that is how you attach the ears, you guys. So let's do that one more time, shall we? So grab your ear and then put it to the side. And wherever these slip knots go is where you are going to grab this slip knots and stitch them together, like so. Wherever the slip knots land is where you're going to insert your hook to the body and grab your slip knot, body again, grab your slip knot and stitch, and that's how you do it. But again, if you have your own way of attaching things, you can do that too. Okay, sorry guys for the background noises. And what you're going to do is you just grab this corner here and slip knot it to the stitch on your head. And you can just hide the slip knot in. And if you pulled some of the stuffing, you can just take them off. So just take them off. And yeah, that's how you attach the ears. And one last time so that it stays on position is you want to go to the side of the body and grab a stitch from your body and a stitch from your ear and just slip knot them together like so and tuck the slip knot inside. And that's how you attach the ears. If that was confusing for you, please rewind and slow the video down so that you can catch up, or you will be able to know what to do. But right now I'm just pulling my stuffing off because I don't like the look of stuffing poking out. And yeah, that's how you attach your ears. So now let's attach our legs. It's looking like a dog. That is really cute. Well, let's attach our legs now. So we have 4 legs, so that means we are gonna need 4 bands. We're gonna use 4 extra bands for the slip knots. For when we like slip knot the leg to the body, you know, when we are done attaching the slip knots. So what I do is I grab 2 legs first, then I plot it like that and like that, and I grab them and, you know, plot it. Make sure your arms are facing forward, so, and I just pinch it. So I just do my first leg first, and again, wherever these slip knots go is where we are going to grab them from our body and stitch them. Very easy. And I keep grabbing the stuffing. That's really weird. Happens to this bands only. And once you attached or stitched all those 3 slip knots together, just gonna grab a stitch from your leg and slip knot it to some stitches in your body. And hide this slip knot in. For the stuffing, you can just take them out. And that's one leg done. Let's do the other, and we are just going to like put it side by side next to the other leg, and we are good to attach. Again, wherever these slip knots go is where these slip knots are gonna be attached. And grab a stitch from your leg and stitch from your body or head and slip knot. And just hide the slip knot inside your body. And then now look, there's a lot of stuffing going on. So I'm just gonna take them off. So take them off. And you just attach 2 of your legs. So now let's attach our back legs. And it's attached the same way. I'm just fixing them. And also, you guys, if you like how it looks already, you can proceed with your other legs, your back legs, and they're attached the same way. I'm just gonna grab one leg at a time and place it mirroring to your other leg. So yeah, and stitch them using your slip knots. And once you're done, just pick a stitch from your leg and slip knot it to the stitch in your body, you know, like connecting. But again, if you have your own way of attaching things, you can do that too. This is just how I attach my things for this guy. And let's do this other leg, our last leg, and mirroring to this leg. And let's just grab our slip knots, so wherever they land is where we are going to attach them. Now pick a stitch from your leg and a stitch in your body, and you slip knot it together. And you can just hide your slip knots inside your body. And that's how you attach the legs and the ears. So now let's do our tail. So for the tail, in this tail I used 8 bands. So 7 for the cap band and 1 for the band that we used to attach it on. But right now I only have 2 bands left. And this is probably because this band are off-brand bands. So if you used Rainbow Loom bands, you should have a total of 8 bands. So you are going to make a cap band of 7. So 7 bands, cap it, and pull through 1 band and slip knot it to the back. So today I'm just going to use a different color, but this is still orange. So I'm just gonna grab 6 more. 2, 4, 6. So yeah, but you know, it doesn't matter if you're just going to cap your band, like the remaining bands that you have, you're just going to cap it onto your hook, cap them all, and after you cap all the remaining bands you have, you're just going to slide it onto 1 band, and after that you're just going to slip knot it onto the back part. And what I do with the slip knot part, I wrap it onto the tail. And that's how you do it, you guys. So that's how you make this Loomigurumi dog. I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's tutorial. I hope I was clear and understandable all throughout the video. If you make one, do not forget to tag me and tag Zimmy Looms. I will put up our Instagram links down below. And use the hashtags Zimmy Looms and Olympus the Loomer. And yeah, this has been Olympus the Loomer, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! Also, like, comment, and subscribe. So yeah, bye! I love y'all!